Hi guys, welcome in, welcome back. You know what we're doing today? We're gonna do hot honey, right? We got our honey, we got some hot sauce, we got Cajun seasoning, adobo, we got buttermilk, right? And we got chicken. So we're gonna make chicken strips, right? And then we're gonna put hot honey on the chicken strips. Novel idea, isn't it? All right, I'll be right back. All right guys, so we got our chicken breast, right? Now I had a whole chicken, right? And I cut off the legs and the thighs and the wings, and I actually put that over some rice, and we cooked it in the oven. So that came out good. That's another recipe for another day. But this is what we had left. We had the chicken breast left, right? So I'm gonna use this chicken breast for our chicken strips. So we're gonna remove the skin. We're just gonna do a little butchering, right? Now, most people will go down from here and cut it. I like to take it from the inside, right? This is just the way I do it. And I get to the bone right here. And I just take it. Okay. I guess I like to do things backwards than what most people do. And just keep taking it down. Right down the bone. It's easier this way. You don't have to try to find the middle of the bone. At least for me it's easier, right? And then cut it. There you go, guys. Almost no meat left on this bone, right? We'll remove the chicken tender, and then we'll make some strips out of this. Let's get rid of this fat, and we're gonna make some chicken tenders. Easy, right? All right, I'm gonna continue to do this, and I'll bring you guys back when we're ready to flour these things up. All right, guys, so we have our chicken breast all cut up. I did have an extra half a chicken breast that I did buy, split rock chicken breast. So we're gonna just season this up. Let me wash my hands real quick. All right, guys, so this is real easy. We wanna season our meat, right? And then we're gonna have our seasoned flour. So we're gonna go very light. So this is a low sodium adobo. Not too much, just a little bit. And then a little bit of this Cajun seasoning. Right? I got that out of Sam's Club. And just a little bit of this. And then we mix. Now, ideally, you'll let this sit. You'll do this in the morning, or do it in the afternoon and ready for evening dinner. But we're just gonna let this go for about, 20 minutes or so. And then we'll be back. All right, guys, so while we're waiting, I'm gonna get started on the hot honey. Our pan, I just turned the pan on, because we don't want to burn this butter at all, right? So we're gonna let this melt down just a little bit. All right, guys, I'm gonna be a little impatient. I'm just gonna go ahead and go in with 3/4 of a cup of hot sauce. I use Louisiana hot sauce. And once this is incorporated and melted down, I'll bring you guys back real quick. Should take a few minutes. All right, guys, so our butter's melted. And now it's time for our honey, right? It's a half a cup of honey. I don't want to pour the honey in the glass and measure a half a cup, because it's just half of it probably stick to the cup. I'm just gonna say that's about a half a cup. We'll heat this through, and guys, we got hot honey. Now, I've had hot honeys, right? Now, this is not gonna be hotter than hot sauce. So, I've had hot honey where it just didn't taste good because it was just too hot or too peppery. So, I think this is the perfect mix, right? I'll go back in if we need more honey or more hot sauce. But we're just gonna set this on the side and let this come together for like about 15 minutes. And we'll be back. We got our hot honey done. All right, guys, so our chicken's been sitting. And now we're gonna go into buttermilk. Now, I know most times you take the buttermilk, you put the chicken in the buttermilk, and you go let that sit for a few hours or to overnight. All right, guys, so the buttermilk is a little bit thicker than water or milk. So that's why we're using it. So we're gonna go in the buttermilk, right? A nice crusty coating on our chicken breast. All right, and I'm gonna do this a couple of more times, guys, and I'll let this sit here, right, in the buttermilk. And then in the flour. Easy schmeezy, right? We'll have a nice crunchy coating on our chicken when we're done. See? Take a look at that. All right, guys, I'm gonna finish this up and we'll be right back. All right, guys, so we got our chicken all breaded up, right? Now, the recipe for the flour, I'll link below, right? Really easy stuff. It'll be down below. We're gonna let this sit like 15 minutes or so. While the oil heats up, that should be just enough, perfect time for that. And we just want this to cake up a little bit. Just cake up and be nice and firm on the chicken so when we put it in the hot oil, it doesn't fall off. Now, I think my pan is gonna be big enough to put all of these chicken in there at one time. So we'll be back once the oil is hot. All right, guys, so been maybe 15 minutes now, 10 minutes. This is what our chicken looks like, and we're just going to put them in the oil just real quick. Our oil's at should be about 350 now, 367. It's almost too hot, but we're going to be putting a lot of chicken in here anyway, so the temperature is going to go down again away from you, right? Lay it down away from you, and we go with our chicken strips just for look how far we dropped down. And we went down like about a good 20 degrees. All right, guys, so it's been a few minutes now. We're gonna go by temperature here, right? 173, let's just check this one. 212, guys, we're just right a little bit over. We wanna be like 165, 170. So we're gonna pull these and we're gonna put them on top of a paper towel. All right, guys, so here's our chicken. It's all done. That's looking good, right? So let me just, guys, it's looking good, right? I don't know if you can hear this, right? I don't know if you can hear this. See how nice and crunchy that is? All right, guys, so let me just plate this up. We'll be right back. All right, guys, so now we're all plated up, right? We got our hot honey, we got our chicken wings, guys, we got our waffle fries, right? Guys, I'm gonna hit the waffle fries with a little bit of this Cajun seasoning while it's still hot. And guys, this is it. Here's our hot honey. And I'm gonna just pour a little bit of this hot honey right here on top of our chicken. You know, because it's nice and crunchy so it can hold up to it, right? You guys, this is it. We're done. Take a look at this. That nice hot honey sauce. Guys, I'm biting into this. I can't wait, right? Not hot honey. It's not too hot. It's perfect. Everyday cooking, Dad. Cooking every single day. Take a look at some of these other recipes and let's get cooking.